I sat down to make a video about 20 minutes ago. Isn't that the way it goes? You make a plan, and then my wash was done. I washed my car this morning, so I had a kind of an extra load of two towels, two car towels, and some. And I waxed the decks. What's called the decks? That's the roof, the trunk, and the hood. Because if you notice, that's usually what wears out from the sun beating down on it. So I waxed those three, and I had like half a dozen microfiber cloths that were dirty. So just as I sat down to make the video, the washing machine was done. So I got up. I just set all this up. I haven't used this computer in a while. It's the i7-6700. Seems to be working okay. Can you hear me okay? So far, it's at 7% CPU usage. Not bad for a 10-year-old computer. But anyway, so I got everything set up. I had to reconfigure everything here, and then I had to go get the wash out. Put it in the dryer, and I was kind of thirsty, so of course I had to make my drink. Like that cup. I got these from Walmart for like $5 a piece. They're really nice thermal cups. And I don't usually buy the Keurig caffeinated K-cups. They were on sale at Publix, buy one, get one. And those are the pineapple passion fruit ones. And there's something about making a hot drink over ice that comes out to be like a fruity beverage. It's just got a strange, unique flavor to it. I feel special, right? Like going to Starbucks or something. Except I'm getting it at home. So then I had to go do that. And then what? Then the coffee pot was out of water, so I had to start filling that up. And I think that's why Lake Wales, I used to get up at 3 in the morning. Because it's the only way you can find more time for yourself is to get up earlier and earlier and earlier. Until before you know it, you're getting up at 10 o'clock at night, right? Getting by with 4 to 5 hours of sleep every day. And but you got to remember to give God that first hour. Before you know it, it's 2 or 3 hours where you're listening to religious music as you're getting ready for work. Things like that. But anyway, here I am. Thought I'd start this off by saying I put in a new Bluetooth and Wi-Fi card in this computer. It's Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.4 or something like that. And to test it, I disconnect the Ethernet cord and I connect it to the wireless. And I have a Bose SoundLink Mini to use for a computer speaker. So that tests the Bluetooth. And the wireless card is tested by me turning on a 12-hour video by Tim Janis. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but a lot of times I'll leave this on. He's got all sorts of different themes. The one I've been looking at lately was Christmas. You know, just listening to the, what do you call it? Instrumental Christmas music at a low tone while the video's playing. Let me show you what that looks like. And I'll start it. Let's see, desktop. Now if I can find out how I can turn it on. Am I still on it? So I put this on full screen, right? And it's HD. He has some that are 4K if you have a 4K TV. And I put them on a low volume and I let it play. test the Bluetooth to the speaker and the wireless, the internet, and it's been running really good. I'll put a link down below in the description for this one video. It's 12 hours of constant Christmas, pretty stuff. And sometimes when you just want to have something running on the TV that kind of makes you feel good, right? And I'd share that with you because it's something I use all the time. It tests the Bluetooth, the wireless, plus it's something pleasant to have on the TV during the day. And it tests the computers too, because it puts a load on them for like 12, 15 hours. Second thing I was going to show you was there's a guy that does mowing. He mows people's yards. He's got a YouTube channel. He mows people's yards where their yards are overgrown, right? It's like jungles. And he speeds up the videos so that you can watch him spend like 8 hours over like a 10-minute period. And so I'm going to let you watch me mow on Friday. I think I might be able to talk to you while I'm doing it. Let me see. Are we there yet? There we are. Do you ever notice how it's kind of just, especially when the square gets smaller, it's just kind of uniquely satisfying to watch somebody mow. And I'll talk to you while this is playing. Let me see if I can get back here to where it's at. Start it. There we go. So I'm a professional. I've been doing this since I was 15, right? Mowing grass. And my dad went in with me. We only had push mowers, and I'd fixed up a couple of old ones. And they were hard. They were heavy steel decks. So my dad went in 50-50. I paid like $60 and he paid $60, and we got a front wheel cogged wheel drive lawnmower. And let me tell you, that was just the greatest thing since Grandma's apple butter, was to get a self-propelled mower. And I bet you I made a lot of money doing that under the table. One, two, probably about 5 or 6 neighbors I was mowing their grass at one time. I kind of think that after I was married, that's probably what I should have done. I should have went into the mowing business, especially down in South Florida where the grass and the trees are growing pretty much all year long. When you see me stop in there, it's not, I'm not my next door neighbor Pearl Coltrane. She had like a couple of fingers chopped off because she would reach down, try to clear sticks out from the mower. Well, the mower, of course, newer mowers have that safety bar where when you let go of it, the motor quits. And I have defeated that before by having a piece of Velcro strap around it so it doesn't cut off. But I'm too tempted to reach down there like I'm doing on some of these cuts. Because I'm going around and around. It means that I keep mulching the same thing over and over again. But it looks nicer. It doesn't leave the big strips of clumped grass when you do it that way. But eventually it gets so thick that it clogs the mower. I have copperhead blades, which are a really thick blade made in the USA. You can buy from Amazon. I used to get like a blade every month from Lowe's or Home Depot to put on that mower. And I got these copperhead blades that are so thick, it's crazy. And they last, one blade will last almost 2 seasons. And I sharpen it. This is like a razor sharp blade. See, there I am reaching under the mower. But it's off. Disclaimer, the mower's off. So I start taking smaller and smaller chunks. Keeps getting clogged. I haven't mowed this season yet. This is the first time since winter, and it's way overdue. So yeah, I'm an expert with the Toro mower. Sounds like a tin can with ball bearings in it. shaking it. So it sounded really cheap when I bought it compared to the mowers that I was used to. So far, it's worked out real well. It wasn't cheap, and its store's sitting straight up so that doesn't take up very much space. But isn't it just kind of satisfying to watch that? And I can't think of the guy that does it, has a YouTube channel, but I think he's probably very wealthy, getting people watching him do it. You know, doing these overgrown lots for these poor people for free, and plus getting paid from YouTube to post the videos online. Oh, there I go. I'm gonna cut my fingers off. Better watch out. In days gone by, the one I bought with my dad, that had didn't have an auto cutoff, and you could cut your fingers off with that one. Hey, I found a spot that I missed, and that's the name of that tune. So you can. The backyard was even taller. Gosh, it just about took me out. Well, what was the second thing I was going to say? I was going to talk to you about something that might be helpful as time goes on, something that you're not experienced with because of your generation of people. Is that when I grew up, they didn't have disposable diapers. Don't ask me why this came into my... Oh, I know why it came in. Because I took in a cat. Hey, Goo. Hey, Goo. Hey, what is it? I took in a cat brought 5 kittens over here about 2 months ago. Probably January, probably 3 or 4 months ago now. She would come and it's not the first time she's done it. She always drops her kittens off right at our front door. Little tiny kittens too. They weren't old enough to be adopted out. So I took them in, put them in the back bathroom. Stephanie took care of them. We handled them. They're just such loving animals. Stephanie found a home for one of them. And called the Humane Society, wouldn't take them. They said, nope, sorry, good luck. They're yours now. And I called SPCA. The last time I called them, I got, no, we won't take them. This time it was interesting. And this has to be how God works. I might have told you this already. They said that they would take them if I would keep them until they were old enough to be adopted, so maybe 2 more weeks. And if I could bring the mother in, they would spay the mother and take the babies for just the surrender fee of $75. So they were going to spay the mother for free and chop her ear off so she could be released. This was at least her 5th litter. That's how many cats we've had to take in and find homes for all this time. The SPCA did take a litter of hers once before. I think it was 3 cats. And then Bongo, the cat that you've seen in one of the other videos, that's one of her babies. And let's see which, all the cats outside our house now, they're from her litters. So they agreed to do that. And I thought, wow, that's like a miracle that they would take her in. And I took her in, had her done, and brought her home and kept her for a few days in the bathroom. And then thought, well, you know, now that she's been inside, it's just so cruel to turn these things loose outside. And I would be so heartbroken if I saw her splattered out in the road, because whenever I would come home, she would run across the road to see me. She'd come over to the door of the car when I'd open it and be right there to say hi to me. And so I didn't, and she ran across the street without even watching. So I decided I'd keep her, but the Bongo cat is the only cat that bothered her. All the other ones just paid her no mind. Come around here. No. Hey, come around here. Goo Goo, come here. Goo Goo. Hey. He's getting ready to get in trouble. He's going to knock this whole table over. Goo Goo. Hey. No. No. No, no. Come on. Come over here. Come over here. So it was stressing her out, and she ended up urinating on some white, what do you call them, bar mop towels that I had. So I didn't want to throw the towels out. This is where I'm getting to the way to save things like that. So I grew up during a time when we didn't have disposable diapers. And I remember putting diapers on my youngest brother, Bob, must have been 5. They used these big safety pins too. My mom was always sticking us. But yeah, you would put these cloth diapers on your babies. And when you went out, you would put rubber pants on that had gatherings around the legs to keep you from leaking. But around the house, you didn't wear those because your mom could smell you and take you in and change you. Of course, when you're out shopping, she doesn't want to stop right away. So you'd wear rubber pants on top of your diaper. But how would she clean those is the question. And it came back to me when I was thinking how to save these bar mops that the cat had peed on. She had a UTI, by the way, and I took her into the vet. And $250 later, she got a shot and some boosters that she needed, and she's doing fine for right now. I just have to keep her away. I just have to keep her away from the other cats. So for right now, she's living in the back bathroom. And actually, she's happy. I thought she'd want to get out of there and she'd be going stir crazy, but no, she's actually like really happy to be in there. It's like she feels like it's her private spot and it all belongs to her, and she's just so proud of it. But my mom used to take the poopy diapers and she would dip the poop in the toilet, with her hand. I remember watching my mother do this. She would dip the diaper in the toilet to get the poop out of it. And with the pee, she wouldn't do that. It was just how to get the poop off of it. And then she had next to the toilet what's called a diaper pail. And in the diaper pail was just bleach water. And she would drop the diapers in the bleach water, and they would just soak in that. It'd keep them from smelling, and it'd already start to cleanse them. And then every couple of days, she'd do a load of diapers, right? She'd make sure there's no turds or nothing floating in there. So that's what I did with these bar mops. I found a kitty litter bucket. I remembered how my mom used to take care of cloths like that. And just in case you get something that becomes deeply soiled and you don't want to throw it out and you're wondering, what can you do? Suppose you're in your most favorite outfit and you have a boo-boo in your booty due to salmonella or something. And so yeah, that's how my mom would do it. So I put that in the kitty litter bucket with some water, and you want an empty one, and let it soak for a few days. And then I just wrung it out and washed it with the rest of my white stuff. And they came out fine. No smell, no urine, nothing. That's what I wanted to mention. The Tim Janis. I'm going to try to remember to put a link to the video you just saw down in the description. And let's see. And I was going to show you the mowing one just to let you watch, see if it was like soothing to you to watch somebody mow, and as little by little as the grass goes down. But I don't have the website for the guy that does it for old people and poor people. And that's all I was going to mention today. I didn't know if once I'm gone, nobody's going to know how to take care of non-disposable diapers, right? Yeah, I guess there's probably a video on YouTube that shows it. That's all I wanted to talk about today. Got to go clean the lint filter out of the dryer because I do it before it's ready because I don't want it to get overheated, start the house on fire. Dryers are the #1 cause of house fires, other than people smoking in bed. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Sorry I'm so, let me see how much time. That 20 minutes, do you believe that? I'm probably just going to upload this like it is. I was going to splice the mowing video into it, separately in the editing program, but I thought, no, I won't do that. I'll just go ahead and play it here while I can have a box in the corner with my big fat head in it. Well, thanks for watching. I preserved this moment for all posterity, right? And now you know how to take care of really soiled garments. I guess if it's a colored garment, you would use that non-chlorine bleach. You can get it from Publix. It's basically just peroxide. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. As soon as I turn this off, I'll remember if something else I was going to mention. Now I can't remember. But thanks for everything. Remember that I love you. May God allow us to be reasonably happy in this life, supremely happy forever with Him in the next. And try to give God at least 15 minutes of your day, huh? And when you get older and old cranky and crusty like your dad, then you start spending more time conversing with our Almighty Creator. I love you guys. Thanks.